Hi, today I'm going to talk about friendship, distant and local. I've talked about this in my blog before, and I'll leave a link to that post for you at the end of this. I think that friends who live at a distance can be just as close, if not closer, to you than those locally. And really, I think there isn't really a difference. It has to do with how you feel about that person and how that person makes you feel, whether they live across the street or across the world. It doesn't matter. It's just how you relate to that person, how that person makes you feel. So I think that what I'm talking about today is the deep friendships. That's really what I want to concentrate on today. Those are the friendships that really go deep. They really are important to you. And you can tell these friends anything. It doesn't matter what the topic is, they're not going to shy away from it. And also, you can celebrate anything with them too. Big, small, it doesn't matter, they're there. And you can also mourn with these people. They will mourn with you. Whenever you suffer a loss, whether it's your goldfish or your grandmother, they are there for you. They will do anything to help you. Whatever you need, they're there. And you can also count on them to surprise you. You might get a phone call or a little surprise package in the mail, or a surprise Skype session, or maybe they'd make you feel really good in a Skype session or a phone call. They really touch you deeply with what they say. And you also can count on them to make you laugh. I mean, laugh from way down deep. I love that kind of laughter. It is so cleansing, it's so refreshing, it's so healing, and you can count on deep friendships to provide you with that. And also, they go deep with their conversations. And that's something else that I really love. They can tell you anything, and you can tell them anything. And you can lose yourself in conversations with these friends like nothing else. I mean, minutes, I mean, they go by like crazy. And you could be talking to somebody for hours. You could talk to these friends for hours, and it does seem like minutes. And they aren't afraid to, like I said, go deep. You can talk to them about anything. Something that really, really means a lot to you. Your deepest, darkest secrets sometimes. And they can share theirs with you too. It's really important to have friends like that. And so, yes, those friends are very important. But you can also have all sorts of friends. You can have friends, whether they're local or distant again, who leave you feeling flat and unsatisfied and frustrated. You go over to their house for a barbecue or whatever, and you just keep looking at your watch like, oh boy, when can I actually leave? Um, and these types of friends will make you feel uncomfortable with maybe interrogations of what you've been doing, or they just go a little bit too deep when you're really not all that close to them to go that deep. And they also don't pay attention to your special events, births, deaths, your job, your schooling, you know, things that are really important to you that have happened in your life. They don't ask about them. They're not curious about them. And if you have a death in the family, they may say, "I'm sorry," and then let it go. They don't go deep. They don't offer any extra help or extra time to talk. And you also may feel as if you ever disagree with them, maybe they won't want to be your friend anymore. If you have a disagreement, if you have an argument with them, they're gone. Or you think that that's what might happen. So you go along with what they say and you kind of keep your mouth shut so you don't rock the boat. But is that really friendship? And you can't necessarily tell them anything and everything without wondering if it's going to get all over town. I've had that happen a couple of times. I'm glad it's been only a couple of times, but it wasn't pleasant. And to me, those aren't friends. Those aren't really good friends that you can count on. And so, my point is really that it doesn't matter if a person is local or across the world from you. They can be deep friendships. It's how they make you feel. It's what you feel like when you get a letter from them. It's what you feel like when you are talking to them on Skype. It's just that special feeling that you're talking to somebody that really matters. That person really makes you feel good about yourself and you feel good about them. And you can count on them for anything. So, what kind of friends do you have? Do you tend to stay local with your friendships, or do you have friends all over the world? Do you think that people can be just as close across the ocean as they can locally? Or have you had friends locally that really fell flat and you do rely more on people that are living across the country or across the state, across the province from you? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your input. And hopefully you enjoyed this post, and I'll catch you on the next one. You take care.